Here I'm at Monadnock, and we're going to start the Monadnock-Sunapee Greenway. A little through hike. It's 48 miles, I believe, from peak to peak, plus the ascent and the descent. I'm right at the beginning of the White Dot Trail, heading up. This is a little prototype of EDI that one of my good friends made, and I'm trying it out and giving him some feedback. All right. This is the way I'm going. Halfway up the White Dot. It seems a lot further than halfway. First view of the day. Still a ways to go up Monadnock. It's been so dry that this water puddle has been my water source. Hopefully things aren't dried up the rest of the way. That trail continues on that way. Right, following the Dublin Trail, which runs into the Monadnock-Sunapee Greenway, or it is part of it, I guess. See, there is a white blaze on the rock right there. That's the track. Excuse me, that's the trail that we're going. Well, I just experienced my first trail magic ever. I got down to this trailhead where there's some cars parked here. Yeah, Monadnock-Sunapee Greenway continues that way. But it was really dry in the mountain everywhere, and I pulled water from from a big puddle at the top, and I just filtered it when I got down here. And this nice lady who was behind me finally caught up to me, and who was leaving to get in her car, and gave me the rest of her water. And it was really, really nice and really sweet. And I'm really, really thankful. And I didn't get her name, and I feel really bad about that. So I'd like to say thank you to her. I have about, I think, like 4 miles to go now to get to the shelter. It's a little after 5, so I should be able to get there before dark. If I remember correctly, this is going to be fairly flat. And so I am going to get going. I thought there was a trail registry around here someplace. Maybe it's inside the woods a little bit, I don't remember. But I got to get moving here so I can get to the shelter I need to get to. All right, talk to you soon. All right, time to sign my name. Well, good morning. I just left the Spiltor shelter. There's a lot of people that were there last night. A bunch of younger people. I never went and got extra water last night, so that's the first thing I'm doing this morning. I'm empty right now, so I'm going to get water. And I'm heading off to Crider Shelter next. It is just after 6 o'clock this morning. I'm going to stop up here to get some water. It's supposed to start raining around 10 o'clock this morning. So we'll see what happens with that. I do have raincoat things, so, but all right. this morning's water source. All right, gotta get busy getting some water. Well, I just came off of out of the woods. I'm on a dirt road right now, as you can see. I had a little startle. There was a black creature on the ground, like 50 feet in front of me. And I was like, whoa, what is that? I thought it was a cub. It was not. It was a little Labrador in training. Yeah, his name was Cooper. He was really cute. All right, that's my story. This is my next water source. My last water source for about 4 miles. So I'm going to stop, have some electrolytes, drink a liter, and then refill, and then get moving. This was a lovely spot to stop for water and a little breakfast. Very nice. Really sweet. That's the trail. That's the way I'm going. And that's the way I just came from. It started raining about 10 minutes ago. I don't have much further to go to get to my next water source. I'm probably going to set up my tarp, make some lunch, and sit down and take a break. It's about 10:45 right now in the morning. So, all right, we'll talk to you soon. So amazing what beavers can do. Wow. That's got to be like a 4-foot drop between the pond and the water below it. Wow, that's so cool. Well, this is the beginning of day 3. I had all those camp kids again at the shelter where I was at. Kind of noisy, but they're kids. They're not going as far as I am today, so I will not see them again. They're actually going to be heading back to their camp. And yeah, all in all, it was a good night. It did rain, but that's okay. I stayed dry, although my clothes didn't really dry out, so they're still damp. So passing a pretty little place right here. Cute little cabin on Center Pond. That's what this is. And my day started over that away, someplace. So, all right. Well, I'll talk to you soon. Look at this beaut. That is a Harry Ferguson. I think a TO30. I had the exact same tractor a long time ago. Looking good. Glad to see they're still working. Right. We're at Parker Hill. It was pretty steep coming up, but we're here. I must go that way, and my next water source is hopefully not too far. And hard to see, but it's right there. I almost stepped on him. Oh yeah, sorry frog. Well, I'm glad I didn't. Oh yeah, you're a big toad. There he is. All right, that's on this trail, and the hen dug well. How about that? This is what it looks like where I am. I'd say that well has been here a long time. That's Blaze. Alright, just taking a little shelter break here from the rain. The sky has really opened up really quickly. So I just threw my tarp up really quick. It's not been set up really well. It just wasn't far enough away between two trees. So I just put it up. I'm kind of, it's not staked out or anything. I'm just using one of my hiking poles to keep it away from my face. The top is resting on my head right now, so my head will probably get wet. We'll see. My back feels really wet right now. Yeah. So that's the story. We're going to stick this out for a little bit. Well, I survived the little storm and keep climbing. I'm on this flat spot up high and I see blueberries. I'm going to grab a couple right now because they look like they are ripe. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. There's more over here. I'm going to grab a couple more. Make my way. That one's not ready. How about that one? Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. I'm almost to the top of Pritchard Mountain. I believe that's Monadnock right there. I think. I'll know more once I get up to the fire tower. Okay. Yeah, very cool. That's where I just came from. And there's the fire tower up there. Alright, that's where I'm headed. My glasses are really dirty, so I keep having to look over and make sure the screen's not all messed up here. So I've been moving along. I came off Pritchard Mountain into the woods, crossed a road, went up right alongside the road for a while, and then back onto that same road. But if you look behind me, this is what the roads are. And I'd say about 50% of this trip so far has been trails in the woods or something like this, or like half the size. How about that? So maybe like ATV path size. So it's been really pretty. It's really quiet. I did pass a few houses earlier, but it's been really, really nice. All right, just wanted to check in. Oh, my hair is a mess. Well, I'm making myself my dinner tonight. I found out about Chef Corso, I don't know, like a year before last year and a half ago, I don't remember now. I have several of his cookbooks. and his recipes are amazing. They're great. They taste really good. They're easy to pack in. And I prepared all of my own stuff for this week while I've been gone. But tonight I am breaking down and I am having this. Just because I'm really tired, I'm just going to drop some boiling water in the bag, and then I'm going to climb into bed after I'm done eating. So, but Chef Corso, good stuff. Highly recommend it. All right, I'm going to tend to my water here. There's nothing really to see. It's boiling water. All right, I'll check in with everyone maybe later on before I go to bed. Okay, bye. Well, I'm in bed. I've been in bed for about an hour. I've been playing on my phone. I've got service. I haven't had service in a while. I got to talk to my wife, which is great. Sun is still up. It's almost 7 o'clock right now. But I'm really tired, and I'm going to call it a night. I am in my hammock. So this is the view outside. I got my tarp set up on porch mode. And yes, that is a little lantern that I have, so I can look at my maps while I'm in here. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. So everyone have a good night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Yep, you guessed it. All right, well, good morning. I'm all packed up. I had a really good night here. It's quiet, really dark. The winds died down early, and it was still all night long. Yep, off I go. I think I have about 7 miles before I get to Washington, the town of Washington. And I'm hoping to be able to stop there, little general store. I really don't need a resupply, but it would be nice to see if maybe I can dump some of my weight if there's a hiker box nearby. I have way too much food. I'm going to drop some of that, and I've been kind of looking for that for a while. All right, we'll check in a little bit. Okay, see you soon. Yeah, walking around here, this really reminds me a lot of where I used to live in New York. A lot of the same maple trees and evergreens. Not as much moss where I lived. But yeah, it sure is pretty. Just popped out of the woods, climbing a lot. But wow, what a pretty view. And that's Monadnock, I think. That's where I started. And I think this is the top of Jeremiah Hill. And that's looking like northeast a little bit. My trail goes off that way. There's blue jay over this way. And I think he's having a little territorial dispute with another blue jay right over here. Yeah, they seem to be arguing. All right, back off I go. I was wrong. I was on Jackson Hill. Okay. And next is heading to the Barney Brook Trail. All right. Yeah, recent blowdown across the trail here. All right, back on we go. Well, for size comparison, there's my shoe. I thought they were going to be much bigger than they are. That's the second one I've seen. That one is dead, unfortunately. All right, back off I go. Walking this way. That's one of the best signs I've seen. Looking forward to that. And I do like this one up here. I've seen those before. All right. Well, I stopped at the Seventh Advent Church. I think that's how it's pronounced. And there's a little side trail I thought I would go take a look at. And it actually started right over there. That's where I came from. But they have this beautiful gazebo here. They left water for somebody, anybody. There it is. Outhouse. Oh, that's so wonderful. So nice. Thank you very much. Hey, Bear. Hello. I'm right here. I'm just climbing up the hill. You can stay over that way. Yep. I'm going up the hill and over. I'll leave you to be. Just so you know, it's just me. I don't mean you any harm. Yep, just climbing up. Keeping it on climbing. Yep, just me. I'm still here. Just going up. Just going up. Yep. All right. Yep. Hey, bear. Maybe it wasn't a bear. Maybe it was a moose. That is moose poop. Okay. Here's the trail. Up I go. All right, Oak Hill. Here we are. And the flag is flying. Windmills on there. So pretty. Oh, that's Monadnock. Way over there. Start on the other side of that. So awesome. All right. Yep. More moose poop. This is a little fresher than the stuff at the top of the hill. Well, keep on moving. The George Washington shelter. It's pretty nice. There's a privy or an outhouse right next door. Right there. Yeah, it's pretty here. But I'm going to keep going. Yep. It's the Washington Museum. Wow. So cool. Well, this is my next water source. Half Moon Pond. I'm about to turn off the road, head up into the woods, and Lovewell Mountain, I think, is where I'm going to next. International Harvester. Woohoo! Look at that. That's a beauty. So this is a Class 6 road, not maintained by the town. But it's also the trail. Alright, I had no idea what a Class 6 road was until now. Alright. Alright, Lovewell Mountain, 1.4 miles. That way. Alright, here we go. Just taking a quick little breather here, getting myself some electrolytes. And I am about 1.4 from the top of Lovewell Mountain. There is a spring up there. So I'm about, I don't know, maybe another 2.5 miles from the shelter, I think. I'm not sure. Feels good to sit down. It's a big climb right now. I've got about 800 feet of elevation in the next mile. Just looking at the map, I was like, ooh, it's a lot. Okay. So, so it's going to be kind of a steep hike from here on up. And, all right, it is what it is. Oh, we're going to keep going. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Well, I'm at a flat spot, so taking advantage of it. Had a little something to drink and some licorice that I picked up at the general store. So I came from that direction. There's the trail right there. I am going that way, and then there's this to mark my way. Very cool. I'm warm. I'm only about a half mile from the top, a little bit more than half a mile, and I still have like another 500 feet of elevation gain. So it's steep, and I'm going to get moving. Okay, we'll talk to you again. Found a spring. Let's just see how much water's in it. Oh, yes. All right, perfect. All right, there's our water. All right, so I'm going to grab some of that. Okay. This is where the view is supposed to be. I wasn't expecting to go back down. Oh, what a bummer. I guess this is it. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. So cool. Wow. All right, here we are, walking into Max Israel State Forest. Hopefully not too farther from here to get to my next water and shelter. I just spooked a deer. It was pretty big whitetail. It was bedded down pretty close to the trail, and I got up and ran when I wasn't very far away from it. So. And right before that, something small and black jumped across the trail in front of me. I couldn't make out what it was, but I didn't see it run off. And as I went by, I saw a big hole in the ground. So I'm assuming it went in there, but I don't know what it was. It could have been a rabbit. It could have been a weasel, but it was black. So maybe like a fisher cat. I don't know. So, all right. Onward I go. Okay, well, I just got water from this spot. I had to rinse out my bottles because they really stunk bad. That water at the spring was terrible. Oh, it tasted terrible. It smelled terrible. Oh, even after filtering it, yeah, it was bad. So I can still taste it a little bit in my bottles, but at least it's not as bad. But I'm all loaded up with an extra 2 liters, and I just filtered 1 liter. I got 2 liters in my Canuck, and I'm heading to the shelter, which should only be about a quarter of a mile that away. So off I go. All right, I just came up to Max's Real Shelter. Yeah, there's a cool photo in there. Map. I want to go check that out. And the privy is that way. I'll check that out later. I'm just gonna find a spot to hang my hammock. I want to avoid pine trees if I can. Well, good morning, by the way. I'm I'm on day 5. I got packed up this morning and got moving. Probably around 6:30ish. Yeah, had a hard time sleeping last night. There was a bunch of different little critters fighting over my bear canister. I could hear them like all night long. Oh, and then there was a dog barking all night, and then some kind of crazy sound I'd never heard before. Like kind of flew through the camp. Don't know what it was, but yeah, it was a restless night last night. So I've got I think 10.7 miles to get to the top of Sunapee. So that's where we're headed to today, and then another 2.1 after that down to my car, or at least to the parking lot. So all right, well, we'll talk to you soon. All right, 2 miles to my next junction, but I think it's like 4 more miles before my next water. Okay, major blowdown. I'm on the MSG just north of, I should have looked at my map, hold on. I'm just north of the Ridgelink Trail at about, elevation is 1880. Big pine tree. Really not any good way to get around it. I broke some limbs and took my bag off and went over it. It's a mess. I think it's about 0.1 north of that trail is where that blowdown is. I didn't look to see what my mileage was when I was at that junction. So, alright, back on I go. Just popped out of the woods a little bit, and there's some forestry work going on. So, I got some views up here now. I can see would have been a bunch of trees. I can see the mountains now. Yeah, they're doing some managed forestry up here for lumber, and yeah, then they'll replant new trees. But yeah, it is still pretty up here. Yep. Kit Ridge Hill. Here we are. Okay, onward that way. Wind phone. Oh yeah. Someone's got a fun sense of humor, but it is a pretty view out that way. Moose Lookout campsite. That's where I'm hoping to find water. So, all right, on we go. Okay, we're not stopping there. We're moving on. Hopefully there's water up here in the next, like, 1/4 mile. All right, this is my water source for the next, I think, 4 miles. That's gonna last me. Yeah, but we're going that way. All right, just came up from there. It was steep, really steep, but look at this. So beautiful. I'll see what's in the mailbox. Leashes, look out. All right. Oh. Perfect. I'm going to check in. I guess I'm crossing over county lines right now. Okay. All right. Oh, kind of alpine-ish. Yeah. Yeah, there's some views. They're off in the distance, over the trees, through the trees. All right, I gotta keep going. I gotta get some calories in me, and I gotta get to water. It's still another 1.2 miles away. I am empty, and it's hot, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm so happy to see that. Lake Solitude. Well, I went over Mount Sunapee. Everyone says it's anticlimactic, and yeah, it was. But now I'm on the summit trail, taking it back to the car. I've got about 2 miles to go. So I'll report back when I get to the car, but yeah, I've got a long descent here. I think I've got to go down to 1,600 feet. Right now I'm at 2,600. So yeah, it's going to be a long ways down. But all right, I'll check in with you guys in a little while. Thanks. Yeah, never mind. I was on the wrong summit. I still have a little bit to go to get to Sunapee. I don't know where I was. I'll have to look that one up. All right. All right, I'm really climbing up Sunapee now. But look at that view. It is gorgeous. Okay. Oh my gosh. I caught a ride from the top of top of Sunapee. Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh, yeah, this is great. Oh, it's so awesome. All right. Okay. Well, I just made it back to my car. It was an incredible trip. You know, I did it in much longer time than most other people do, but wow, it was great. And I'm exhausted. And wow, it was great. Yeah, I applaud everyone who does it in like a weekend. Yeah, that's a lot of moving your body. But yeah, it was a great trip, and I'm looking forward to my next adventure, and I hope I can bring you along with. All right, take care.